What is up, YouTube? Let's do this PuddlesA1 here, and I am bringing you another Showdown replay. Now, this time it's against the one, the only DMT from the UU chat. For those of you that don't know who DMT is, he is a room owner, I believe, of the UU chat on Showdown. So, he was gone from the game for a while. He decided to come back. He took a little hiatus. Not going to question it. You know, some people want to just leave, and that's fine. But he came back. He was getting a bunch of UU battles, I assume, to get back into the tier, and I sent him a request, and then this is the product of that. I am hot cheese. He is paper. My team you guys have seen before. If you haven't seen it, then I can't really explain it to you. I don't really want to, honestly. I'm not going to lie. But looking at his team, it's just based off team preview. I know that my Florges is going to be a crucial member to my team, seeing as how he has the Flygon, the Hydreigon, and the Umbreon. All three are mons that Florges can switch in on and will switch in on if I have the chance to bring them in. Chandelure also to an extent. I don't know how well I can take a Fire Blast because, you know, Chandelure is a huge threat. And he says that his is Spec, so I'm kind of worried about that. But outside of those mons, the Crobat and the Fortress are kind of confusing to me. I don't know if they're both going to have hazard removal or if one's going to have it and then the other one isn't. Because if that's the case, then if the Crobat has Defog, then it's not going to be Spikes and Stealth Rock on the Fortress. But if the Fortress has Stealth Rock, then it could be Defog on Crobat, or you could have both of them. I don't even know. I don't know. But looking at the team, I know that he has a Flygon. He might lead off with Flygon, and I'm guessing that he's not gonna. I'm pretty sure that he might lead off with Fortress to get rocks up because he does see my Fletchender, and that thing's a threat to his team. Because if I can weaken the Umbreon, I can easily 2-hit KO it after a +2. And it's the same thing with a Fortress. I might even have Overheat on this, so if I can get rocks up, I can destroy that Fortress. But enough shenanigans. I've been talking for a little too long, so let's just jump right into the battle, shall we? So, DMT is actually going to lead off with the Fortress, as I decided to lead off with my Mega Ampharos. I go for the Mega Evolution and the Thunderbolt. I was going to play it risky and go for Dragon Pulse, but I didn't want to go for Dragon Pulse and then have him stay in and start setting up hazards on me. So I made the safer play. It was turn 1, so might as well. And then I make another safe play, go out into my Swampert as he brings in the Chandelure on the U-turn. I'm going to switch out here and go right out into my Florges as he does reveal the Shadow Ball. And he does look pretty specs to me because I'm specially defensive. That's still at 36%. So I'm going to pull a double switch knowing that he's going to switch out. He goes out into the Fortress. I'm going to go into Chazington, go for the U-turn just to get some momentum off. I figured he might want to go for Stealth Rock here as he does. And I think I go for my own Stealth Rocks here. Just because he does have the Chandelure and the Crobat, which are both weak to rocks. And I want to know which one of his mons has the hazard removal. So I know how much I can set up. But he makes a pretty standard DMT move and goes for the Draco Meteor, even though I do have the Florges. He knows that I'm not going to go out into Florges. I figured he'd go for U-turn because I did have a Florges, and I tried to get a burn off on anything else because it would have been really helpful. But a burn off on this Hydreigon is also pretty nice. So we're both going to pull switches out into our Fortress. Fortress-I? I don't know. But he's going to go for the Rapid Spin, and I'm going to go for the Spikes because I want to lure him into continuing going for Rapid Spin so that I can get a safe switch out into, I think I wanted to get a safe switch out into my Mienshao. Yeah. And he doesn't go for the Rapid Spin. He actually goes for the Volt Switch, which was pretty unfortunate for me because I won the speed tie there, which was stupid. But he goes out into the Crobat. I'm not really a big fan of this, so I'm going to go out into my Fortress as he decides to go for the Defog, which turns out he has both of his hazard removal mons have hazard removing. But I'm going to go for the Gyro Ball here because I know that the taunt's super obvious. There's no reason for me to go for Stealth Rock. If he has Defog, he's just going to Defog away. And I can easily just go for the Gyro Ball. I predicted a U-turn or just a switch out in general out into the Umbreon, and I go out in my Florges, but I end up taking a Brave Bird, which was not something I wanted to do. And then he's going to go for the taunt, so I can't, you know, Wish, Protect, any of that stupid stuff. But I go out into my my physically defensive Swampert that just dies to a Brave Bird. I thought I would be able to live that from a quarter of HP, but that's not the case. So I'm going to go for the safe play. I believe I go for the safe play. No, I don't. I go for the Volt Switch. I make an aggressive play, predicting him not to go out into his Flygon, and now I can set up with my Fletchender. I know I didn't get the weakened Umbreon, but I got enough damage off, and he gets a pretty nice damage roll on that Volt Switch. I think that they usually do like 30%, but I might be wrong, and I decided to go for the Will-O-Wisp here because there was a chance after Will-O-Wisp that Foul Play wouldn't do that much, and I could like roost stall it until I brought it into a range where my acrobatics could take it out. But that's not the case, and that's okay because I did weaken this Umbreon. It's going to be very, very easy to take it out. I'm going to go straight for the Dragon Pulse because there's no reason for me to go for the electric type move when Dragon Pulse is easily going to take it out. So I go for the Thunderbolts here as he goes for the Shadow Ball. It does a nice 57%. That max HP really kicks in there. And then I get an unfortunate for him Para, but a fortunate for me Para, because I'm going to be able to take him out with a Dragon Pulse from this range after he lived that Thunderbolt, which was outrageous. So I switch out and decide to sack my Florges here. If he wants to go for the Outrage, then I can go for the Wish. If he wants to go for the Earthquake, then I can go out into anything else and take a hit. But he actually goes for the Fire Punch, which is not a bad play, expecting the Fortress to come in. I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse because it is my safest play, like it has been the entire game. So he goes out to Hydreigon here. I'm going to stay in here because, as you guys saw, he didn't have Life Orb recoil. So he is more than likely choiced in some way. Maybe even Scarfed, I don't know. But I go out to my Fortress here. I am able to eat up a Dark Pulse and take him out with a crit Gyro Ball. Not sure if the crit mattered. I didn't calc it. I don't really care about calcing it. And now he goes on to the Flygon, goes for the Earthquake, and it's not going to be enough to take me out. And this Gyro Ball is going to do enough to bring him to a range where a knockoff from my Mienshao will be able to take out his Flygon and also his Crobat. So that's going to be a really close, really, really narrow game. Yeah, I think if he would have went for Fire Punch, then it would have been different, because then I would have had to go for High Jump Kick as opposed to the knockoff. But that's going to be really close and a really good game, DMT. You guys go check the description. His link is in there. I highly recommend him. He's super good at the UU tier. If you ever want to learn anything about it, you just watch him play. It's super amazing. The balls in this kid too. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you did, leave a dislike and some constructive criticism. Have a great day. Have a great night. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Tumblr. Add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 is the name throughout all that. Oh, side note, I'm also going back up to school, so there will be more uploads from me as of next week. Or this week that happens, I'm going up to school on a Wednesday, August 20th. So I will be up at school for the rest of the foreseeable future until the Christmas. And there will be a lot more uploads from me. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Peace, love, and later, Gators.